All right, we're gonna go over how to make a lot of content really easy, really simple. What we're gonna do is do a lot of repurposing. Okay, you're gonna start off with a main piece of content. It could be a minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, an hour, doesn't matter what it is. Then we're gonna go in there and make a lot of little small snippets, but we're gonna learn how to do that. Can I have the next slide, please? So we're gonna start with a main piece of content. Then we're gonna break it into micro content. And that includes reels, quotes, digital shots, clips, highlights, rebrand scenes, snippets, previews, shorts, carousels, sound bites, takeaways. All of that is incredibly useful, bite-sized content that in today's age that you kind of need to have in order to keep someone's attention, just to get them to know about you, just a little bit. And then once they know about you, then they'll start eating up your longer form content, giving you better watch time, more views, more subscribers, more audience. And from there, you could absolutely grow. You can use platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram to then lead everyone back to Rome, which is going to be like your YouTube or your main platforms. Whatever your main platform is that you live and you do business on, you want to feed that as much as you can. And for most people, it's their website. Right? So here's the difference. Here's the difference is that a website you basically own. Okay? You rent it from Wix, GoDaddy, whoever. You still have a domain name you have to rent. With social media, you own nothing until you get their email addresses, until you can get their names, their phone numbers, any data about them, then you can own your audience and be a lot more secure and safe. So we're gonna cut everything up into little pieces, and you can take a small chunk that's about 10 minutes long and easily make 64 pieces of content in a single day. It doesn't have to be extravagant. It doesn't have to be constantly new. It just has to be repurposed, rehashed, and look slightly visually different. But here's the thing. It has to depend on the type of platform that you put it on. Okay? Obviously, sound bites, those are gonna go on certain platforms. But like you could take a screenshot of a tweet, so you could take a screenshot of a comment in a Facebook or a YouTube video and then tweet that, right? So you're then tweeting graphical information with words, right? Next slide, please. Multiply your message. 64 pieces of content, super easy. Turn the project into a content machine. Just rehash. And there's tools out there. There's AI tools out there like Submagic that'll help you enormously. That'll save tens of hours a week of time cutting things up, making them smaller, putting subtitles to it. And subtitles are super important because most people are flipping through on a phone. And you'd be surprised at how many times that phone doesn't have a volume on it because they're watching something where they're not supposed to. Maybe they're in a meeting. Maybe there's a Zoom meeting of their boss is just fucking having everyone's ass because something went wrong and you're just flipping through Facebook, right? You don't want the sound on, but you do want to know what's happening. So you have the captions on. Videos that have captions in them have like 30, 40% higher watch time because of the captions, right? Maybe you just don't have headphones on and you're on a bus and you don't want to disturb people and you still want to flip through your phone. Next slide, please. Watch the mood to the medium. This really does make a difference. Every platform is different to how people act on it and use it. Right? So you have to understand and know the nuances of each one of these platforms before you want to post in it. And it's actually amazing of how many articles in LinkedIn are not just business anymore. It's almost like a grown-up Facebook now. Let engagement guide the next wave. Your audience is giving you ideas constantly. If you read the comments properly, maybe you have to read between the lines, but a lot of the time, your audience will tell you exactly what it is that they're interested in, why it is they're interested in it, and basically give you every idea possible in order to be able to make more content a lot easier, a lot simpler, and that'll actually be eaten alive by your audience because that's what they want. Another way of doing this is going to Reddit, reading those comments, go to other people's videos that have the exact same or type of content, read what they're doing, comment on those comments, bring them back to you, get ideas from there. Askthepublic.com is a really good site to be able to go, hey, what are people asking nowadays about this subject? What are they getting back in feed? What can I answer of my expertise to be able to help the public and be able to get an audience for myself? Next slide, please. Create less, show more. you don't have to be a content powerhouse to be able to do any of this. Make a single main piece of content once a month, once every couple weeks, depending on what it is, how complicated it is, how big it is, how long it is, shit like that. But then just chop it up and distribute that everywhere you can. Every little road helps to bring it back to Rome. It is amazing that a simple story post will bring 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers, and that's not a whole lot, but you do it 100 times, suddenly you got a lot more subscribers than you wouldn't have had otherwise, right? Next slide, please. 1 project, 64 pieces, maximize your magic, multiply your message, just chop it up. Next slide, please. I think that's it. Cool. All right, so lesson is, main piece of content, chop it up into as many ways as you possibly can. To learn more about this method, go Google Gary Vaynerchuk 64 pieces of content strategy deck, and then go buy his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. It'll give you so many ideas of how to make micro pieces of content that you'll never go dry. It'll always be there, your plate will always be full, and you'll always have content to post. Creative edge over.